welcome to episode 1 of Short, Fat, and Bald, a podcast by armchair quarterbacks for armchair quarterbacks. I'm Travis, one of 3 hosts who will be navigating you through sports debate for the next hour. We also have Nieko.
I identify as short.
And James.
Bald, unfortunately. The big show.
Yeah. Today we're going to talk about NFL running back pay, kick off the NFL preseason, the barn fire that is the AL East, the dog that's about to get killed next door, the pure lack of hype regarding Shohei Otani on the national stage, as well as a little debate going into next year's potential MLB Hall of Fame class, all that and probably more on this week's Short, Fat, and Bald, and that fucking dog.
Welcome to Hamilton Street, bud.
Is the dog going to get its little emblem?
Yeah, I guess we're adding a dog to the podcast. All right, NFL running back pay.
Hold on. We'll just turn this shit off and then walk away.
He's going to have to rejoin us.
No, I can just turn it back on. It's just like beauty shop.
Yeah. I don't think you have to zip it up.
You're
It's
fine.
the summertime.
Good enough.
And it's the daytime.
You don't have to worry about
The little tinkle.
cell getting in here.
Yeah. Okay, so NFL running back pay and NFL preseason with some fun predictions. So I'm going to kick off this conversation by saying that I don't give a shit what NFL running backs get paid because I think they're a dime a dozen.
But if you look at the NFL today, anyways, it's a passing league. You can't justify dropping $20 million a year on a running back who, let's be honest here, you're barely going to utilize, unless I will give it to backs like Kamara, who catch out of the backfield and are an integral part of the pass game.
Or if you're Derrick Henry.
Yeah. No, he is that offense. I mean, what do we got? Will Levis,
Yeah.
Malik Willis, and fucking Kirk Cousins Jr. Like, no,
Yeah.
there's no need for expensive running backs unless you are the Tennessee Titans.
And I think he's the only one that earns a salary. Well, no, he's actually underpaid. I think he only gets paid $14 million a year.
You should get $14 million every time he throws a defender 5 yards.
He's sub 13.
Is he sub 13?
100%.
gets
I think he's 12 and a half.
He gets paid less than Saquon's bitch ass.
Saquon gets 10.1.
I thought he got 11.
No.
He's
10-1.
worth 5.1.
Right. We're saying
So,
that running backs are a dime a dozen.
They are a dime a dozen, but
But
do
Saquon's
think,
not?
No, they are a
I
dime
guess
a
Danny
dozen,
Dimes
but
isn't
I do
either.
think that there comes a point where it becomes the identity of a team,
Like the Titans.
like the Titans.
Yes.
Right. But that's it.
The
Yeah.
Titans are the only
The
ones
Titans that have their identity because of Derrick Henry. The Titans' identity before Derrick Henry was not a beat smash mouth team.
The Titans didn't exist before Derrick Henry.
Well, they have their
They
Steve.
weren't relevant.
They had their Steve McNair days. R.I.P.
He's dead.
What?
It's news to me.
All right.
I
So,
knew that.
I really didn't know that.
Breaking news for James. Steve McNair's dead.
It's real sensitive to the family.
Welcome to the world of football. But
More importantly, that gives. Actually, I'm glad you did that because that gives context to our prospective audience over just how armchair we really are. Because 1/3 of us didn't know Steve McNair had passed away, and that was probably over 10 years ago.
at least,
I might have known. I just forgot. Could have been it too.
because he doesn't care about football unless it's the Bengals.
Oh,
No, I care about football.
you know that's a good segue. Allegiances. Obviously, James is Bengals.
Big time Bengals fan.
Nico, I think you gave yourself away.
I did. I am a wholehearted Giants fan, but I do follow the Chargers here.
I do like to watch the Bills win
Hey.
sometimes.
I'm a Giants fan because I was told I have to be. I'm a Chargers fan because
I feel like
LT was the guy growing up.
that's regional alliances though. Like, we all have a little soft spot for the Bills.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm an Eagles fan, so I don't.
Well, Nico also cheered when DeMar Hamlin went down, so.
No, I was all Bengals all the way, and that's the only time you'll ever hear me say that.
I'm Bengals all day, every day since 2003. Carson tore his ACL in my dreams.
Speaking of torn ACLs, how's Joe Burrow doing?
He's fine. It's a calf injury. He will be back. It is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be back when the Bengals are 0-8.
No. Week 5 latest.
Slight sidetrack, but we'll go back. So back onto running backs. I know they had their little Zoom call or anything like that.
No, tight end university, Zoom calls. I don't get together and figure out how much you're not worth. That's honestly what it is.
Right.
You can't.
It's like I said when the whole franchise tag Saquon thing was huge a month ago. He should get no more than 5 and 65. He'll be 30 by then, 65 a year.
65 a year?
Or, sorry, 65.
I was like,
60,
holy
sorry,
Jesus.
I'm the only one that's drinking today.
It's an excuse for stupidity. Eh?
For my misuse of vocabulary.
Misridiculization.
We don't use big words.
It's not a word.
Jesus. So I said for the longest time, 5 and 65 for Saquon is a good number. By then he'll be just over 30. I think he's 26, 27 now. And
Honestly, wouldn't surprise me if the Giants overpaid. I mean, that's what they did with their quarterback.
Yeah.
they grossly overpaid for Daniel Jones.
And gross is the word I used when I saw it because as a Bengals fan who has to pay Joe,
You also have to look at the numbers with Daniel Jones too. Like he had the lowest interception percentage in the NFL.
That's not hard when you barely pass the ball.
Still had 4,000 all-purpose yards, 25 total touchdowns, 5
4,000
interceptions.
all-purpose yards. Okay.
Vanilla Vic we're talking about, his idol over here.
I'm gonna buy
Who was
that shirt.
Who was the dude who was like for like 3 years and if you kicked it to him, he was not back touchdown return?
Devin Hester.
Yeah. Okay, so Devin Hester had shit ton of all-purpose yards. That's what he received.
7.
Okay, so that's my point. All-purpose yards don't matter.
Because Devin Hester was a fucking running back, asshat.
I don't
I mean,
care.
I will give him credit though. All purpose years, I think, can't out.
Take quarterback.
So like I said, just over 30, 31, 30.
And you're still overpaying for a position that's not. You can find the same production on the draft.
Are we talking
Running backs, not
Okay.
quarterbacks. No, you can't find that quarterback in the draft.
I've already
Most
said
of
to
them
you
still
both.
playing high school ball, but
I already said to you both that I think Daniel Jones is going to prove a lot of people wrong this year.
I think the only people that are going to be proved wrong is going to be the Giants giving him that contract. But we can carry on.
What? Take away the statistics that you just used because those are skewed statistics.
How are they skewed?
Because you're you're cherry picking.
He had like top 5 completion percentage.
Okay, but
We said
compared
that
to
about Tom Brady for the longest time, but 97% of his completions were
Tom
no
Brady's
okay,
more
so
than
overrated.
Tom
4
Brady
yards
also
in
threw
the
the
air.
ball 50 times a game.
Yeah, but he never threw the ball more than 4 yards in the air.
But he also threw the ball 50 times a game. How many? What was that?
Because the Patriots have never had a system running back.
Okay, but you're okay. So you're not making the argument you think you are right now. I want you to tell me, compared to the other top 5 quarterbacks.
We're going to revisit this week 17.
We're going to. I'm going to paint the town red. I promise you. And trust me, dude. You're coming from somebody who was a Jalen Hurts hater. I didn't think the dude could throw the ball. The dude could throw the ball.
So
Danny Dimes, I don't know,
he
dude.
can throw the ball. But he had the
Put him in an
lead
offense where he
quarterback.
doesn't have 8 guys in the box rushing for Saquon Barkley. Does he have those numbers? Are you confident that he has those numbers?
Yes, because he had the league's worst receiving core. Our number 1 wide receiver was on the Bills practice squad in week 10.
But when no one's guarding them, it's a lot easier to pass the ball. You know?
You can throw over the middle all day when the linebackers are in your
I
backfield.
was gonna say, doesn't make a difference.
We'll revisit this.
I
We're
can't
gonna
wait until we revisit this with pleasure. But back to the original thing.
You don't even have a quarterback right now. I don't want to hear that.
He'll be back. You leave Joey B alone.
When we're discussing running backs, as an Eagles fan, I will say that they're not worth anything.
Yeah.
Because we were running back by committee with like 4 running backs. Like
Yeah.
it was like Miles Sanders and company. There's like a rock band at some one point.
Fuck ball.
He's a giant killer.
Literally. The man has like 17 career rushes.
It's his first name.
He has 17 career rushes for like 17 yards and 14 touchdowns because he only comes in the goal line against the Giants.
Listen, with a first name like Boston, he exists as the engine.
It's true.
He has a first name Boston living in the city of Philadelphia. It is New York's demise. He's basically their kaiju. he's a
Speak to me in non-weed terms, please.
Godzilla.
Thank you.
Good one, you called him a weed. Your quarterback's still Danny Dimes, and you still think he's good.
Right.
I don't think he's bad.
Well, the rest of America does.
This is the same conversation people have with Kirk Cousins, except for it's the opposite.
Kirk Cousins wouldn't be
people
shit
think
without
Kirk Cousins
Justin
is really
Jefferson.
good.
Kirk Cousins has been the same quarterback on every team he's been on.
Yeah,
Mid.
Right.
He's worse.
But he doesn't lose you the game. He's also not going to win you the game. But he's not going to lose you the game.
It's not that hard. Close your eyes, throw it to Justin Jefferson. I can do that.
Okay, so what about when he was on the Skins doing the same thing?
Got lucky.
to who? Santana Moss?
That's my point, is that Kirk Cousins is an enigma. He exists in perpetuity of middling.
He is the definition of a mid quarterback.
Weren't we talking about running backs?
We were.
We were, but
We
we've
did.
segued.
But
We're talking about
Kirk
Dalvin
Cousins-
Cook. The Vikings aren't going to pay him.
no,
They
he's
let
going
him
to
go.
the Patriots.
I know he is. Say they were like, we don't care.
I was kind of hoping to see him go to Buffalo.
That was
I
nice.
wanted him.
Him and his brother. And
I
running back by
wanted him in
committee
New York.
again because running backs are not worth a penny in the NFL.
Right.
I
You have to
wanted to
evolve.
see him in New York.
You wanted to see Dalvin Cook in New York?
If they weren't going to sign Saquon, yeah.
Well, yeah, that would have been a.
So what? So they could overpay him too?
Right.
What did the Patriots pay him?
It doesn't
amount
matter.
of
It's
money.
a losing season.
A certain amount, yeah.
They're actually in his contract. I'm pretty sure it says they can start golfing in January. So
Oh, just like the Bengals.
we played till late January last year.
Once.
Twice.
Nick, over the last 5 years, how many times has the Giants been to the Super Bowl?
That's fine.
Okay, so
The
What?
real question is how many times have they even won the
Okay.
division?
Since when?
we're talking the last 5 years. So
In
since
the last 5
2018.
years? Zero.
Eagles have 2, Bengals have 1, Giants have.
What, division championships?
Yeah.
No, those had Super Bowls.
Oh.
Super Bowl it's not championship, but Super Bowl appearances. Because
Yeah.
we all know what happened with Bengals in the Super Bowl. God, RIP that dream.
This cushion is wet.
Speaking of which, Logan Wilson got an extension.
Um,
Logan Wilson, he was the one who got the asshole call in the end of the Super Bowl.
Oh, so nobody relevant to anyone other than Bengals.
He's one of the better linebackers in the league. But carry on.
he hasn't signed with New England yet.
He hasn't yet, but I know he was meeting
He's
with them.
seeking $10 million per year, and they're not going to do that.
No, if I was somebody trying to sign Dalvin Cook, I don't think you should go more than 8 with him.
I don't think you should go more than 5.
Especially when you have to go waste money on Mac Jones.
Yeah, why would you?
Or is it Mac Jones or what's his name? Bailey Zapp. Which one is it?
Zapp.
Well, it's one of the fraternity brothers.
It's Mac Jones is the number one.
It doesn't matter. White claws for everybody around New England, apparently. Jesus.
No, it's Nooners out there.
Talking about the downfall.
It's Nooners out there.
Anyways.
Just ask El Presidente.
Okay, so I'm going to do a little game with you guys.
Oh Jesus! Are we doing a grid?
No.
Oh,
I'm
no,
just.
we're not doing it.
I'm gonna use this to prove my point.
Okay.
Which has been our residual point that running backs are a dime a dozen. Can you name me the starting running back? You know what? Name as many starting running backs as you can.
in the NFL.
Joe
Current.
Mixon.
Starting running backs,
Starting.
not
running
backups, not come-ins. Like who is the starter?
Mixon. McCaffrey.
back. Henry. Saquon.
28 to go.
What was it?
Antonio Gibson.
Najee Harris.
Yep.
What's his name? J.K. Dobbins.
One of them hasn't
Alvin
been.
Kamara.
One of them hasn't been signed yet, but assuming they re-sign him, he will be the starter for that franchise. You should know it.
I should.
Yes.
Oh, this is
Oh, Tony Pollard.
no Zeke
No.
Elliott.
Zeke's daddy.
No.
Zeke's a free agent, dude.
Yeah, but no, he is right.
I was saying Austin Eckler.
Oh,
Pollard is the starter. And
Yeah, Tony Pollard's the starter. Though.
I don't even know what teams we do and don't have.
honestly,
Who is it in Oakland? Josh Jacobs.
he's not open
No, he's
anymore.
not signed.
So who's going to be the starter in Oakland?
This is my point.
You could
These
grab
teams
some-
don't even have people
Oh
lined
yeah,
up.
no,
and they're like,
you're right.
"Get him."
He was one of the three.
He's talking to Philly right now.
Oh, so he could be one of their 7 running backs.
Correct.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
that's by the
Jalen
way,
Hurts,
I heard.
Gainwell.
I don't know if this is
Who's the
true.
starter? Kenneth Gainwell is the starter.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard this, but or I don't know if it's true, but Philly, they're moving to Georgia, correct? Might as well
Oh.
at this point.
I get it. Uh-huh.
They drafted the Bulldog too while we're at it.
So be it, dude. Freedom. The American Bulldog and the Bald Eagle, dude. Caca.
Yeah, running backs are trash.
Yeah, you know where Bengals are from?
Siberia.
Bengali, which is India, Pakistan, Bangladesh.
Siberia.
No, those are tigers. Bengals are specific
Are
Bengal tigers.
Bengal tigers.
They are Bengal tigers. So there's a Siberian
Okay,
tiger,
okay.
which is
Okay.
probably from Siberia,
Okay.
and there's a
Okay.
Bengal tiger,
I'm
which is
not-
from probably Bengal or Bengal or Bengali.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I do notice that, and then during free agency, when I type in Bengal on the Twitter search, a lot of information I did not need to know.
Search.
Oh, the X. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
The X.
X formerly Twitter, according to my emails.
Formerly known as Twitter.
Did you say
yes.
according to my emails?
Yeah, my emails
Yeah.
come in and it says
It says X,
formerly known as Twitter.
Wow.
The artist
like
formerly
Prince.
known as Twitter.
Elon Musk is going through his Prince face.
Speaking of Elon Musk, apparently that fight's being streamed on X.
Yeah, God bless. We should have it for free. I'm
We
for
should.
that.
Absolutely.
We're gonna have a cyborg versus a
And while we're at it, why don't we get the fucking dude from MySpace? Just have a three-way.
the dude. Tom is a saint. Tom let us rank our friends. He never told us that we couldn't do anything.
We can have
He
background
did not
music.
present us to Farmville. Yeah, we can have background music. We can,
And every time someone opens your page, you just had fucking Soldier Boy.
you know how many times I broke up with girls because I took them off my MySpace favorites?
There's nothing better than being 15 again. You break up with a girl, you get on fucking MySpace, you remove her from your top friends list, and then you just some simple plan just playing in the background every time you open up your MySpace.
Bro, that's still my playlist. Fucking me.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the time Brittany trolled me. And she was like, yo, go check out my MySpace favorites. And she took me off and she was like, all right, go back and check it again. And then she had updated the song. It was, where are you? And I was like, you bitch. All right, that was a side note. Now we're gonna get to the fun part, which is like what's popping off in the preseason. Did you guys watch the Hall of Fame game?
I did not. Wait, the Bengals Jets game?
Browns, Jets.
Browns,
Jets.
I just knew it was an orange team. Sorry. I was also hammered.
One
that
of two,
day.
you got it. We get it. You're an alcoholic. It's fine.
Out of 7 days, how many days are you drunk?
7.
3.
Team.
3 teams.
We should have done video.
No, like actually.
There's no way you just fell through the deck.
No, I didn't. The chair did.
But the best part, and the part I will focus on, is the whoop.
Please let that be in the intro.
Oh,
Never remove
that's
that.
going in the intro.
Never remove that. Episode 300. It's just the music.
Oh, that was good. So, anyways,
This isn't bolted in, by the way. This is the only board that's not.
yeah,
So it just slid out
you
from
went
under
for
me.
a slide. That's good. It's, you know what? Better you than either of us.
Yeah, true.
Because we wouldn't be coming back from it.
I was gonna say it's crazy. This is holding the 2 large guys. The little guy goes flying.
Collectively, I think you two weigh 5 times what I did.
All right, so
5 times.
Collectively.
that's probably a fair number.
You think so?
How much
What do you
weigh?
What am I?
Yeah.
360.
You're,
330.
I'm
335.
75.
So $175 times 5 is 500, and then 75 times 5, 2 is 150, 300. So we're already at 800. You were not even close.
Okay, so 4 times.
I'll
Sorry.
allow that.
Sorry.
Yeah, you know what? Each person that I'm less than is nice. Okay, so don't make it 5 people. 4 people's good.
Okay.
So let's hear some predictions.
Predictions for
Give me
what?
a Super Bowl prediction this year. And I don't want to hear
Realistic?
it's too early. Just spit it out. What are you thinking? I can go first if you'd like.
You sure?
I'm calling it now. Bengals 49ers.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Same Giants.
Nope.
No, he's not stupid enough to say
I'm
Giants.
not stupid enough to say Giant. I'm gonna go Bills Niners.
Bills.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. The day Josh Allen wins the big game, I'll cow down.
Trust me, I am the purveyor of thinking Josh Allen is overrated. But
Is by miles.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
The 24-hour cover men is rated. I'm a big not Josh Allen guy.
Repeat of last year.
you think.
Eagles Chiefs. I mean, the Niners are the only competition to the Eagles in the NFC.
Right.
But
That's gonna obviously be the determining factor is how that game shakes out.
right. And out of the two GMs, Howie Roseman is the better GM, and so I'm going to put the Eagles in this advantage.
No, and I don't doubt that, but I think Brock Purdy is going to outshine Trey Lance. And I think Brock Purdy is going to be the next Jimmy G and lead that team.
Right, but you have to account for adjustments. I think that if Brock Purdy were to become a shining star, and the Eagles see the writing on the wall, there's nobody in the NFC besides the Niners that are going to challenge them in any realistic way. So Howie Roseman is going to tailor that team to beat Brock Purdy.
That's fair.
I mean, we have legitimately 8 starting defensive linemen.
That's fair.
Yeah.
If now
The Eagles' defense is unfair.
the weakness we have is honestly the weakness of that matchup is Christian McCaffrey because we have a shit middle linebacking core. The middle of our defense is God, but our secondary and our front.
Yeah, their line and the secondary is unfair to any matchup.
Do you know who I see, though, making a deep playoff run? And you're going to laugh and call me stupid at this. I don't really care.
Detroit's
Lions,
going to win the division.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. Division winners. Obviously, we just picked the Eagles and the 49ers for the NFC East and the NFC West. And
Let's see
then-
if we can come to some sort of.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can come to some sort of conclusion here.
Okay.
I agree with the Eagles, though. I think it's going to be Eagles, Cowboys, Washington,
I still think
Giants.
the Giants finish 2.
You
Two
got
from the bottom of the
whoa. Pause. You have the Giants last in the East?
Yes.
Incorrect.
I have
That's mostly out of spite, though, so we can hold that where that
I
is.
have the insert name here, Washington team, as last.
The Washington to be determined.
If I was going to put money on it, it would be Washington, but I just don't like the
This is
Giants.
going to sound like a pansy cop-out, but I have Washington last, and I have the winner of the December matchup between the Giants and the Cowboys in second place team in the division.
It's gonna go Philly, New York, Dallas, Washington. Mark, write it here. Write down. Right now.
I don't know, Con.
I'm going to second Nico's opinion because I think the Giants will probably win in December because
Is it in New York?
I think so, but I also enjoy the fact that
If it's in New York, they're done.
I just like I like watching Jerry Jones get closer to death every year as they're bad. So
Every year they're bad. Every year. What are you talking
Jerry
about?
Jones has been
The man is aged like milk.
yeah.
okay, so
He's
NFC
aged like a banana.
NFC East is done. NFC South. Buccaneers big fall. They're not.
No.
I got the Saints.
I can see the Saints. I can see the Saints do it with Derek Carr.
Mm-hmm. Saints with Derek Carr.
I see that's very realistic, actually.
Because I mean the Falcons are dog.
Yeah, true.
The Buccaneers are now dog. And then the Panthers are. Who do they even have?
Bryce Young.
That's
That's it.
That's it.
Well,
Yeah.
they got Adam. Is that Adam Thielen or did he go to? It was one of the blue teams. I can't remember.
It's one of the blue teams.
Yeah, like Panthers.
I'm glad Nico's football knowledge is
I
based on
don't
the
think
color of
Adam
their
Thielen
jersey.
would have gone in division.
Thielen went to the Lions.
Well,
or to the
that would help
Panthers.
if Adam
I can't
Thielen
remember.
wasn't on the Vikings before that. So the NFC
I was
North.
a big.
That's what I
Adam
said.
Thielen
I don't
fan.
think he went. I don't think he went in division when he
Oh,
resigned.
I think it's.
I love Adam Thielen because he gives white men hope at receiver.
That's that point.
He does. It was either Detroit or Carolina.
Carolina Panthers. Yeah. So they have Adam. They have Adam Thielen.
That's cool. He's what, 36 now?
He is 32. So he's my age.
So
Lights.
Yeah.
so I wouldn't put too much stock in that. So we can agree, Saints. And Nico, you're wrong.
About what?
The Panthers.
Well, I don't think they're going to win the division.
We were just talking about the Rams. They'll probably get second.
Yeah.
They'll probably go Saints, Panthers, Bucks, Falcons.
Yeah.
The Falcons got there on one of these years, right?
With
Not with
Ritter?
Desmond Ritter, no, but
Right.
one of these years, right?
with Ritter, no receiving core, and Tyler Algier.
You got Kyle Pitts. I don't know. Their defense though got better this year. Falcons.
Okay, what does that mean in the,
I
in the
don't.
modern
I
NFL?
don't. I don't pay much attention to the
Well, it's their
side of the ball.
secondary mostly.
Right.
So I mean,
Do they have a pass rush? Because you got to have a pass rush.
I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't matter if you have all day to throw the ball. Doesn't matter how much secondary.
Yeah, well, they broke my heart when they sang Jesse Bates. So
Okay.
overpaid again.
NFC North.
Lions,
Lions.
no doubt.
100%. Yeah. Without Aaron Rodgers anymore,
Lions, Vikings, Packers, Bears.
I think actually,
I can do that.
I think Lions,
100%.
Bears, Vikings,
Nope.
Packers.
I'm gonna go.
Bears?
Bears.
I think I'm
You
gonna go.
look at the record. Or look at their record last year. Okay, trash. Look how many of those games they lost by 3 points or less.
That's a bad team.
No, it's a team that's
This
just
is
not
the
there
exact
yet.
same argument that everyone said about the Giants 2 years ago. The number of one-score games the Giants lost
That's
went 4-13.
that's bad. If you can't close
No.
out, you can't close out.
But they're close to taking that next step.
Yeah, I
Mark
think,
my words.
no.
The Bears will have a better record than
100%,
both the Packers and the
100%
Vikings.
the Bears finished third in that division.
Right. They're not. First of all, the Bears are not beating in standings Kirk D. Cousins. Kirk D. Cousins is locked in for 11 wins. Locked in. They're getting 11 wins.
No,
Yes.
really did. Because as of, I'm pretty sure as of today, Kirk Cousins is the physical embodiment of mediocre. He has the exact,
I don't like that word.
He has the exact same win-loss record. I'm pretty sure he's 67-67.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think that he's like.
Check me on that because I'm
gonna
pretty sure
defend
I'm
him. It's
right.
Danny Dimes' brother.
I'm not the first to say that Daniel Jones is the best quarterback in
He's
the
a
fucking
young
NFL.
Jimmy G. I'm
What?
sorry. What
Did you just say?
I said I'm not gonna be the guy that says that
Oh.
Daniel Jones
thought you
is
said
the
I'm
best
not.
quarterback in the NFL.
I thought I heard I'm not the first guy to say that. And I was good. Like, oh, you
I'm not
definitely
gonna
are.
be the first. Sorry. I'm not gonna be the first to say that Daniel Jones is the best quarterback in the NFL.
This
But
is
I'm
not.
pretty sure Kirk Cousins is 67-67.
I don't think so.
You're right. I want you to scream "you like that" as loud as you can in honor of Kirk made Cousins.
So in 142 games,
I might be outside of you.
he has a 67% completion percentage.
Completion percentage, yeah.
He has 37,000 yards, and
Cool. What's his win-loss?
doesn't have that.
That's what we're debating here.
I know. But I mean, he's who wouldn't, if you take away the name, right? 67% completion percentage. He's got 252 touchdowns to 100 interceptions. So you're talking 2.5 touchdowns per interception. He has a career first down percentage completion of 41%. He has 520 plus yard passes, and he has a career quarterback rating of 101.6. If you didn't know that was Kirk Cousins, you would take that quarterback on your team.
What
Well,
is his
me and you
win-loss
wouldn't.
record?
Me and you wouldn't,
No,
but
we wouldn't.
most people would. Give me a second.
Let me ask you another question. Would you trade Kirk Cousins for Danny Dimes?
No. Absolutely not.
I wouldn't in a heartbeat. I'd take our backup over Cousins.
Who's your backup?
Good question.
CJ Beathard.
No, it's actually Trevor Simeon. You want to talk about falling from grace?
Oh, Jesus.
Gets a monster contract. and all
Wasn't
of
he
a sudden-
drafted in the first round?
Yeah, and then he
And he's
disappeared
just
for
going
4
to end
years.
up a career backup.
Re-signed him, and I was like, oh, he's still doing this? It's like that Nathan Sudfeld or whatever it is for the Bills.
Oh, no, it's Nathan Peterman.
Nathan Peterman, yeah. Comes in, throws 4
Nate
picks.
Sudfeld, I don't think has been in the league in like 6-8 years.
Nah, he's trash too. It's fine. We can talk about how Pat Mahomes is overrated too.
No, Pat Mahomes is the best
He's
quarterback.
74, 66, and 2.
Okay, so I wasn't that far off,
You were not that far off.
but he is mid.
You can fluff stats. When it comes down, you need that big play. Who are you going to trust?
Right. What I'm trying to say is that, career speaking, since he went with the Vikings in 2018, he's never had a season of less than 10 wins.
First time for everything.
So he's locked in for 11 wins. Now with the Commanders, I mean, how much was that the Commanders and how much was that Kirk Cousins?
Correct. Fair.
Anyways, my point remains that I think the Vikings will finish second.
We all agree Lions
Yeah.
first, though.
Yeah.
So
Lions
I think it goes Lions, Vikings, Bears, Packers.
Packers are screwed.
Yeah, because the Lions running back's my favorite player in the NFL.
How about the New York Packers?
He's on the Saints now.
Is he?
Who?
Anime?
Yeah.
Jamal Williams? Yeah.
Jamal Williams is on the Saints.
Because was it Mark Ingram went elsewhere?
He's like, don't say pumping hands. Don't do that. All right, so NFC West, we said 49ers. What's the rest of them?
I think
You gotta-
Seahawks
you
finish
gotta
second
give
again.
The rest of the teams.
Really?
Yeah.
Seahawks, Rams.
I don't remember.
Seahawks,
the
Rams, Cardinals. Cardinals are last.
Yeah,
That's
Cardinals
honestly
are
probably
last.
the worst. Seahawks, Rams, Cardinals.
Yep, I can see that. I don't think Gino
That's
has
not a very
I don't
competitive
think
division.
Gino has a repeat of last year.
Which is crazy because it wasn't too long ago they put like almost 3 out of 4 teams.
Yeah, back when the Rams were actually decent.
Rams were decent. The Niners are into the Niners, and the Seahawks were really good.
Yeah.
Cardinals.
And we let Russ cook all the way to Denver. How'd that work out?
and
Yeah,
Sean
can we
Payton's
talk
not.
about the
That's
decline
right.
of Russell Wilson?
Is it the decline of Russell Wilson or is the revelation that maybe
I-
Pete
no,
Carroll's a
I think-
magician?
I think he causes a problem this year
Really? With
To the Broncos.
Sean Payton?
with Sean Payton.
Yeah, to the
Absolutely.
Broncos. Dude, that division's a fucking. That's a
slog. A gong show.
You got Justin
To bring
Herbert.
in hockey terms here.
You got Justin Herbert in the Chargers. You have Pat Mahomes in the Chiefs. You have Russell Wilson for the Broncos. And then who the fuck is quarterbacking? Oh, yeah, Jimmy G in the Raiders. The Raiders. So I'm going to, because of my Super Bowl prediction, I'm going to say that the Chiefs win that division.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a dogfight between
Nate Messina.
Who's he like?
the Chargers.
Chargers.
Oh.
He's a diehard Charger fan.
I think it's going to be a dogfight between for the number one.
It-
I think it's a lot closer than people would think.
I
it's gonna
think
be.
while we're here, I think Herbie's overrated as fuck.
Really?
Am I the only one?
In-
What has he done? What has he done? Okay, stats again. You can have great stats. If you can't win the big game, what does it matter?
He's got fourth quarter comebacks.
right.
Look at his division, dude. He's
His-
constantly playing the best
his
quarterback in
division-
the NFL, bar none.
His division is the AL East in the MLB.
We're gonna get to the AL.
No, I know we will, but
Right now, it's the 1990 late 90s AL East of
Right,
the NFL.
yeah.
It's what the
I
NFC
just
East used to be.
I think Herbie's overrated.
Correct.
That's just my opinion.
I disagree. Agree to disagree on that one.
he only says that because he's a Bengals fan.
I think Herbie's just as where he's supposed to be. I think out of the big three, you're talking Burrow, Mahomes, Herbert. I think Herbert is the Drew Brees of that scenario when you're talking Manning, Brees. Herbert is exactly where he should be. No one says he's better than Burrow. Nobody says he's better than Mahomes, but there's a hard press to find a quarterback better than him outside of those two. I'd put maybe him and Jalen Hurts par to par. But Jalen Hurts is a different skill set, so it's hard to compare the two.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts has his legs. Herbie doesn't.
It's fair. I think he gets overhyped. That's all.
He's right there with Josh Allen. I think a lot of his issue too.
I think Josh Allen is overrated.
I think a lot of his issue too is Brandon Staley. I don't think he has a good coach.
That could be part of it too.
Staley?
Like I always attribute this, and I'm going to go to hockey talk here, but like the Rangers,
That's the only thing that we're going to agree on. Well, that and baseball.
people always talk about, oh well, the Rangers are so lucky they went from Mike Richter to Henrik Lundqvist to now Igor Shesterkin. But what's the one constant here? Benoit Allaire.
Poor defense.
Well, but Benoit Allaire, the best goalie coach in the NHL.
Yeah.
Benoit Allaire crafted those people. I mean, Igor Shesterkin was a whatever. He was
Stud to begin
yeah, he was a stud to begin with, but even then, he still was crafted to be as good as he is because of Benoit Allaire, and he's able to make the adjustments he makes because of Benoit Allaire. A coach makes a big impact on those things. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes a match made in heaven.
100%.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes on Andy Reid.
No.
I mean, look what Andy Reid did with Michael Vick.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I'll
then
never forget that fucking Christmas Eve day.
right.
Don't.
Just
Don't.
don't pump
Just
the ball to Deshaun Jackson.
Dude, Deshaun Jackson was a cheat code.
I love that the punter got fired the next day.
Who was our punter?
I don't know, but I know that Tom Coughlin was like, just don't let him catch the ball. And he caught the ball. He was like, you're done. You're fired. I had one job.
Who was that? Was it Lawrence Tynes?
I don't know shit about that. That was so long ago.
I'm sorry, I don't have, what was it, 2007?
Right.
New York Giants memory?
No, I was in college,
No,
so
it
it was
was-
2010.
Yeah, it was 10 or 11.
Sorry. Oh,
yeah.
sorry, that's better. 13 years ago, who was the Giants punter?
I'm pretty sure it was Lawrence Tynes.
I know that the
Unless he was
Giants
the
punter.
kicker
I know the
in
Giants punter
Hamburg,
last
India.
season was from Camden.
The Giants punter last season is from Scotland.
Well, then like 2 seasons ago,
Yeah, Jamie Gilland is Scottish.
there was a punter for the Giants who was from Camden because he went to high school with Chelsea, and then now he's with
Same guy that went to
the Chargers.
Where?
Yes, Riley something, right?
Riley Dixon.
Yes.
No, I don't know if he's with the Chargers now, but
Either way, dude, he
Yeah.
got paid lots of money to kick a ball.
We're going off on a tangent
Yeah.
about some guy that
So NFC, our AFC West is concluded. We have
AFC North.
unanimously selected the Chiefs.
AFC North.
Yes,
Okay, AFC North is
Bengals.
yes.
there's no.
Steelers are down. The Browns are the Browns,
And then
and the Ravens are weird, dude. I'll
they
never
are-
count them out with Harbaugh, but like they're not going to pay Jackson for whatever reason.
They already
They
did.
already did.
Yeah, they did, but like
5,260.
yeah, but he's salty about it. Like like
That's $52
Yo, can we talk
million
about real quick?
a year.
Ravens fans are like, oh, we got OBJ. That's great. He's torn his ACL, what now, twice? You're going to rely on
OBJ
him?
hasn't been relevant since 2018. Since he left the Giants, Odell Beckham was not relevant.
Sounds like a bad breakup to
I
me.
mean, he carried Los Angeles to the Super Bowl. He was the reason they won that Super Bowl.
Nah, he left in the first quarter with a torn ACL, though.
Correct.
But emotionally, he was the reason they won.
Correct.
No. The men in black and white are the reason they won that. But we're not going to talk about that. 'Cause
Salt clean.
I'm still a little upset.
A little bit.
A little
I
bit.
see that.
Yeah, I'm still a little pissed off about last year,
Alright.
too. But
You guys are pissing me off.
Call it
Sitting
this.
up. It is
So
a fucking
AFC
problem.
North.
Yes, Bengals.
We've already determined that. AFC East.
Well, we didn't give it a ranking. We all
Oh,
said the
okay.
Bengals, but then I'm gonna say Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Browns.
Bengals, Steelers, Ravens, Browns.
I would grab on this one.
So now we're in the AFC South.
AFC South, yeah.
Titans, the rest of them.
Right.
Actually, no, Jaguars. I think
The
Jaguars.
Jags are
Jags,
nasty.
Jags, yeah.
Dougie Peterson down there
And Calvin Ridley.
with his
They actually have a full Calvin Ridley. this year.
Dougie Peterson with his fucking visor.
Ooh. I like the Jaguars in that division.
I do too.
Not much outside of
There's
that.
nothing else in the division besides Derrick Henry.
Sure.
What are the Texans going to do?
Weren't
What
they
are the
shopping
Colts
him
gonna
around
do?
too?
Who do the Colts have? Sam Ellinger?
Jonathan Taylor.
Sam Ellinger.
Yeah,
And is Pittman still there?
I don't know. I don't know anything about the Colts. I just know that Jim Irsay's a drunk and he pissed off Jonathan Taylor. That's why. I know
Yep,
the
that
Colts.
is. Yep.
And then he tried to save an orca. That's the Colts storyline. Did you see that? Did you see that?
movie? No.
So literally, like the day after Jim Irsay was like, "I refuse to overpay for a running back. Like running backs are a dime a dozen. Jonathan Taylor's not getting the contract he wants." Blah blah. Like in public, he was like, "I will pay $50 million to save that orca in Miami." He wanted to fly the orca to the Pacific Ocean. $50 million.
So if you're Jim Irsay, saving an orca is better than winning 10 games next year.
Right,
Like that's.
pissing off your star running back. Good job.
I better see that orca in a Colts uniform.
That's what I'm saying.
Put him out there on the line. See what happens.
This feels like an Ace Ventura storyline.
It really does.
I need
That feels like Ace Ventura 3.
I need a Jim Irsay documentary. I just want to see what's going on.
Why, you want to see him just rip a line of blow and then be like, "Gotta save the orcas"?
Kinda, yeah. That sounds like
I
entertaining
think
TV.
Wow.
My bad.
You know what I think it is? I think it's fear. Because the orcas are attacking the rich yachts, and he doesn't want his yacht to get busted up by the orcas. So he's
We're
like,
sitting out there drinking a
Got it. That's how,
you reel it in over there."
$7,000 bottle of whiskey, and he's like, "Oh shit, the orcas."
Yeah, so it's in lieu of damage to his yacht, he's like, "Dude, I'll make good favor with the orcas. They'll understand."
Either that, or he watched Free Willy way too much as a kid.
I feel like Free Willy came out when he was like
Yeah,
40.
he must have been like 20. You must have been hammered watching Free Willy then.
Now then, hold me. You will hold me.
Okay. So NFC South, we all agree. We agree on Jacksonville.
AFC South.
AFC South.
That was a squirrel, yeah.
Okay. So let's move to AFC East.
Jets.
Dang.
Well, I thought you weren't drinking.
You both are going to be drinking.
Aaron Rodgers. They're going to have Devontae Adams.
Okay.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
they're
Even with
not.
Devontae Adams. No.
Devontae Adams is
The
the
only
only Saints to be a good 1-2 with Chris Olave because he loves Derek Carr.
The only reason that Aaron Rodgers came to New York is because it's dark for half the year. And he likes just sitting in darkness.
You
So
leave,
let me
you
just
leave
put
him in his ayahuasca trips.
So let me put the kibosh on that because it's darker longer in Green Bay, Wisconsin, dude. It's more north.
It is.
That's fair.
So make sure you learn geography before you say dumb shit. Nieko and I know our geography.
We do know our geography.
We've done many
Globals and world goals.
rules.
Spell geography.
No.
Geography.
I am the 2005 Tri-County Spelling Bee champion, so don't come at me.
Spell Azerbaijan.
Don't.
You can do it.
I can do that because that was always my first guess.
Can you spell Azerbaijan?
You want to say that again?
Azerbaijan.
Yeah, Azerbaijan.
I can't even fucking say it. You want me to spell it?
Yeah,
You
figure
can't
it
say
out.
You can't
Forehead.
say Azerbaijan.
A-Z-E-R
Good job.
Yeah.
B-I
Nope.
J-A-N.
Nope.
Robinson. All right, so
Predictions now.
I
Well,
think
no,
so.
I said the Jets. And you guys just
Yeah,
that's
no,
ridiculous.
I got Miami winning that.
Dude, Tua's not going to get a week 3. What are you talking about? He already in concussion protocol.
I think Tua plays 4 games.
Oh, breaking news, guys. Dallas has already been eliminated.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be funny if they were better than the Giants. So what's next on our fun list of things to talk
We
about?
haven't. No, none of you said. You said Dolphins, and he said the Cowboys. So
Oh, sorry. No, I think it's going to go. Wait.
He was like, Cowboys!
Who's the other team?
who's the other team? Well, there's the
It's-
Patriots.
it's
there's
Patriots,
the Dolphins.
Bills, Jets, and Dolphins.
Correct.
Yes.
So it's going to go
We all agree. it's
Bills,
not
Jets, Dolphins. No.
Bills,
Hold on.
Jets, Dolphins, Pats, dude.
Yep.
Wait. Pats lose the division, dude. Last place for the Pats. You know what? I hope it happens because I love watching Massachusetts fucking cringe.
Love Massachusetts.
I love. Okay, let me put this into context. Okay, I love going to Boston. It's one of my favorite cities to visit. Their sports fans suck.
You will never get it.
Why?
Massachusetts?
Yeah.
Well, it's gorgeous.
Dude, Cape Cod, unreal.
Cape Ann.
It's a beautiful state. And honestly, Boston's one of the most beautiful cities. It's just the people, and it's the sense of entitlement.
Right.
It's a small
That's
town that's won a
exactly
lot
what
of championships, and they have really good, well-run organizations, but they take it for granted.
You know what I really
They don't know
love
how to suffer.
is when they talk to you, and I'm not the smartest person in the world.
No shit.
Feel intelligent as fuck.
Like their accent?
Yeah. Down there.
That's ignorant.
You gotta go down to buy have a.
Okay.
What now?
That guy could be a fucking physicist.
Sounds stupid to me.
Okay. Well,
You sound stupid to us.
Also, closet. Love that fucking accent. It's fucking awesome. Just makes me feel
I'm
smart.
not particular.
Sound like Ben Booth can take that.
The Brooklyn accent to me is
No, Tom Brady is not going to. You know what I'm talking about.
We gotta go to Starbucks. Tom Brady doesn't care about
Tom Brady doesn't care about your brake problems.
Okay, so we have. I picked the Jets, you picked the Bills, and you picked the Dolphins. So we have 3 different winners
Yeah.
for these. Should we put a wager on this?
Sure, we're going.
This is the only one we've disagreed on, like, wholeheartedly.
Yeah, 100%.
Pie to the face.
I'm down. What kind of pie? Can it be apple?
Gentleman's bet.
It's just a whipped cream pie.
Gentleman's bet.
I'll buy it.
And by the way, the way this works, since we all pick different, is the person whose team finishes the lowest takes the pie to the face.
Perfect.
Okay.
So you said.
I said the Jets.
So you just want pie in the face? Or?
Yeah. The New York Packers are not going to win that division.
No. 0% chance. And even if they do first round, see ya.
That doesn't matter. That's not what the bet was.
No, that's not the bet.
That's not even what the discussion was. Okay, speaking of first round seed after winning a division, let's talk about the Baltimore Orioles. Perfect segue into how the AL East is in fucking shambles. Did you guys know, courtesy of Dan Patrick, Fox Sports Radio, that save the year 2016, the AL, this is the first time a team in baseball has gone from worst to first since the 60s.
Wow.
It's still the Baltimore Orioles, and there's still games left to be played. They finished third in that division by the end of the year. I'm calling it now.
We're all Yankees fans, but I think you're the most delusional out of the three of us.
No, absolutely not. Don't get me wrong. The Orioles will have their day one day. Not anytime soon. They finished third in that division by the end of the year.
Place in that division.
Rays,
with
Blue
the
Jays.
lowest payroll.
Well, the Rays did that for years.
The Rays did that for years. Correct. And they were also a bottom two team, and they turned it around real fast with a low payroll.
I mean, if there's anything this year has shown us, it's that Aaron and fucking Brian got to go. So the Orioles are in first
Are
place.
you saying Cashman's got to go?
Yeah.
Oh, Cashman, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were about to defend Brian Cashman.
No.
I was like, you're off the podcast.
No,
No,
100%.
I don't think
Cashman
Aaron's
gotta
got to go.
Well, the Yankees aren't in last place anymore.
Nope, they're a half game ahead.
Yeah.
Red Sox?
So the current standings
Life is good.
of the
It's-
American League East
it's
is
Baltimore,
Baltimore ahead by
Tampa.
3 games.
It's Baltimore, Tampa, Toronto, New York,
Yes.
Boston.
Toronto's 7.5 games out. The Yankees are 11 games out. And the Red
Boston's
Sox
11.
are 11.5 games out. And I will say, credit to the division, nobody's under 500.
Right.
Oh, credit to
That's
the
what I
division.
mean.
You look down to that
That's
next
what I
to
was
the
trying
AL
to-
Central.
That's
Yeah.
what I was trying to say about
Better than
it.
all of them. The Yankees, even in last place, would have been in third, furthest down than any other division in baseball.
Yeah.
That's what I
Also,
was
the
trying
AL
to
East
say
is
about
uniquely small.
That's what I was trying to say about the AFC.
Knicks, there's there's only 4 teams.
It's only 5.
5.
But like, look
How's
at
that
the
small?
what do you mean? Look at the NL Central and AL Central. Like 8 teams there.
No, they don't.
My
There's
check-
6 teams in every division.
That's
There's only
incorrect.
30 MLB
Hey, Aaron,
teams.
put down the ayahuasca. Man.
Hey, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but 6 times 6 is
36.
Oh, sorry. I misspoke. 5 teams in every division.
There's 2 divisions with 2.
Huh?
There's 2 divisions with 2, though.
There's
No,
5
there's
teams in every
not
division. 100% there are 5 teams in. There are
There's
0.
also 32 hockey teams.
There are 0 divisions with teams in them. That's the point I was trying to
You're
you
really
wanna
not
s-
good at whispering.
Do you
I
wanna-
wasn't trying to whisper.
James,
I was trying to be louder than the two of
Do you want to see Nieko, like, just completely, like, watch his brain rewire?
Yeah.
No,
Do it.
Okay. I want you to name every MLB franchise as fast as you
please no. Absolutely not.
It's fair.
Are we talking current or
No, like the current 30 teams. No, you don't actually have to do it. I've been at work with him, and he's like, because he always
dude,
forgets
I
one,
freeze.
and he can't think about it. See, the way I do it is I break it into divisions.
I forget the divisions and I just try to go A to Z.
Like, I named all 32 NFL teams in, like, a minute.
That's like when you try to do
But
all
then-
50 states in 2 minutes.
but
There's
then-
always one, and
but
it's
then-
always fucking Nebraska.
Travis,
I always forget Montana.
Travis and I tried to do this a couple times. I think there are 10 teams across the big 4 sports leagues that only have 4 letters in their name.
Yeah.
Give me one. The Jazz.
Mm-hmm. There's actually a ton. There's actually, what, 3 in the NBA? Because there's the Jazz, the Heat.
The Jazz, the Heat, and it's always this one.
Take away the S, you can count the Knicks.
No.
That's still 5. Or maybe it was 10 teams that didn't end in S.
Yeah, that's also hard. Which,
2?
yeah, I got Hall of Famers coming up, but right now we're talking Bailey, Shohei Otani.
That's right,
Shohei's the greatest baseball player that's ever existed, and nobody respects that. Wrong. Okay.
You can't say somebody's the greatest baseball player that's ever existed that's been in the league, 3 years? 4 years? 4? I think we're going on
What's
4.
your point?
You can't do
Who is them?
Ever exist?
Yep.
I'm a little biased here.
Uh huh.
Yogi Berra.
Wrong. Let me tell you why. Yogi Berra didn't play Dominicans.
Nobody played the Vietnamese in Normandy. I'm here to... Oh, wait.
Did you say Vietnamese?
He said Vietnamese and he said Normandy. So it's a double wrong. Is this the flavor?
It will be.
Well, it's obviously not.
I'm not drinking that shit.
Yes, you are.
You are.
Then I'm not having this.
Because it
Yes,
tastes...
you are. It does taste.
I have
Anyways,
a
hold on.
zero tolerance because of my CDL. I'm not losing my license over a fucking yuck.
Good thing you don't drive tractor trailers for a living.
Yeah.
It is
First
not.
of all, no one heard you. Second of all,
I heard him.
Actually,
through
I
there, not
turned
through
my
yours.
fucking microphone back on, asshole.
Yeah, he did.
Wow, nice language. It's a kid show.
No.
No, it's not.
In fact, I made sure to click the explicit. And it's not much of Mike's Hard. Mike's Hard's coming at 8.5%.
Eight.
Yeah, you probably drink an IPA stronger than that. Right.
That's fair. I drove home after my wedding.
Did you know that I brew beer for a living now?
Yes, I did. You see your Snapchats.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome. Or congrats. I think is what I was looking for on that one.
You're welcome.
You're welcome for being one of your 23 views on Snapchat. You have given me a social media influencer status. I don't like the bubbles.
Let's relax, Dad, Emilio. So,
Anyways, no, Yogi Berra's not the best baseball player I ever lived. Reminds me of my grandmother yelling at me at cookouts. Oh, I fucking hate cucumbers.
So it does taste.
Yeah,
it tastes like ass. Talking.
Travis and I have talked about this multiple times.
Where did you see this?
Reddit.
Yeah, don't listen to Reddit.
The worst part is, I bought 3 of these.
Best part is,
no.
you're drinking 3 of these.
No, absolutely not.
I didn't agree to finish it. I said taste it. It's your fault for pouring me a whole fucking soup. Yeah, your flavors were.
I can't taste anything.
My mouth tastes like I threw up when I was drunk in bed and didn't know. And I have the after flavor to remind me.
It tastes like we went to brunch and they gave us cucumber sandwiches and I drank too many mimosas and then told them that tastes like cucumber.
Yes.
Yeah, just straight up tastes like cucumber.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't hate cucumbers.
There is not a vegetable on the planet I hate more.
That dog that was barking earlier,
tomatoes.
I'd rather drink his piss. Tomatoes are fucking
Okay, well, cucumbers aren't technically a vegetable, but neither are tomatoes.
I don't know how to feel about it.
I think I'm stuff.
Yeah.
Tell you exactly how you feel
Just
about
because you two hate cucumbers.
Sadness
James
energy.
is afraid of anything that's green.
it. Not true at all. Love green Skittles.
That's not true. I watched Martian cosplay.
I mean, like
I'm
any
supposed to see
food that is green, any food that is green, James just stays very far away from.
Wrong. I just told you I love green Skittles.
Forget that Jello is a food to him.
What about green pastas?
Love green pastas.
What about pesto?
Could live without it, but every once in a while I don't mind it.
But James will not like. He won't like eat us.
Wrong.
Like.
That's true. To be fair, most salads aren't just green. I'll eat less. As long as it's tucked between a bun and a burger.
Apparently, your watch is finding things for
Your
you.
Siri's doing shit for you right now because you just said. Is it trying to find you a salad to eat?
14 healthy salad greens, rank from best to worst. I'm here to tell you that list sucks.
Number 1, kale. Anyways, Nico, to bring you into the topic, I said Shohei Otani is the best baseball player to ever live, and he said
Of our generation, yeah.
No, all time. Bro, the reason why
We are
okay.
we are
Yogi Berra
witnessing-
fought Nazis IRL. I get that. He did that. He shot guns at them. I understand.
So did Ted Williams.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Other baseball players
He
did.
lost that when
It
he played
was
for the Red
kind
Sox.
of the whole reason. There's a whole movie called League of Their Own. Sideway from that being the fact that he still didn't play baseball against Dominicans, which means he never got to play at the highest level of baseball.
He fought Nazis with guns.
Vladimir Guerrero hit a home run off the ground.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he absolutely did.
Yes, he did.
All right, so then let's talk about Corey Dickerson then.
Who?
As the best baseball player to have ever lived.
Who also just hits balls off the dirt.
Okay.
If we're talking about playing with balls, we can talk about you too, but that's not the point. We're talking about Shohei.
Keep it up, and I'll kick you so hard.
So
you
Shohei-
take your own ball swing.
Shohei Otani is simultaneously the greatest hitter and the greatest pitcher in the American League right now.
I will
Of our
give you-
generation,
I will give you.
No, right now, just period.
I will say. I will give
of
you
our generation.
generational talent. Absolutely.
No.
You're probably the greatest playing right now. Yes, but 3 years in, you can't call him the greatest.
I sure
Tomorrow,
can.
he could strike out. Or next year, he could suck. Then what? Then are we talking? Oh, he pitches and bats. Guess what? No one gives a fuck. If you don't do both for a long stretch of time, I'm not calling you the greatest until you can do it for 10 years.
He's been doing it for 10 years.
IKF better than Shohei Otani.
I can shut the fuck up.
Did you say
IKF's not even the best player on his own team.
He's not even the best player in his own team and at his position.
Right.
Low ERA. Because he plays 7
He
different...
has a 0 ERA.
Because, okay,
Oh,
first of all,
Someone
IKF,
get IKF fucking side gun.
IKF plays 7 different positions for that team.
And
He's mediocre, all of them.
yeah,
Well,
I can play some positions for the Yankees. Don't mean I'm gonna fucking do anything good. It don't matter when your batting
I wanna
average
see
is
you-
lower than
I
your
want to see
BAC.
you play 1 half inning for the Yankees.
Just defense?
Yeah, either or.
Brian Cashman,
No,
you like make
He's
shit
got
decisions.
Because defense.
Okay, so a full inning.
defense, there's a good chance he doesn't get the ball hit to him, but I want to see him go up there against a 103-mile-an-hour fastball and watch him shoot himself.
Cashman, you know what to do. Sign me.
You know what? I will personally fund the documentary. We will do with you what Will Ferrell did with spring training.
Dude, get me a spring training AB. We ain't gotta go all the way to New York City. Go.
First of all,
Fuck
spring training's in Florida, but
I meant
Way
play.
to go, idiot.
you're not playing at Yankee Stadium. That's for damn sure. Sorry.
You know what? Syracuse Mets,
George
if you're
M.
listening,
Steinbrenner
just
Field.
let me get 1 AB.
Speaking of Syracuse Mets, have you seen Luke Voigt's fucking outfit?
Yeah, with the fucking
Sleeveless with the low V.
Is that real?
Yes, that's
Yes,
real.
that's real.
I thought that was like Photoshop.
No, they came out with a whole fucking like merch line for that reason.
They also have my favorite jersey and second favorite.
They're also
It's the
turning into
Trash
Savannah
Pandas are number
Bananas now.
one. No, they're hosting the Savannah Bananas, but
No, I'm
Right.
saying they're turning into Savannah Bananas now. If
but
you're
then
letting
anyways,
them out,
number one minor league franchise, Rocket City Trash Pandas.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Number 2 favorite jersey though is actually Syracuse's salt potato jersey.
I'm a big fan of salt potatoes.
Of course you are, because
People outside
you-
of this region don't know what that is.
salt potatoes.
It's potatoes, and boil it in
Really?
water with salt. Delicious.
Never
Well,
would've guessed.
they're not. They're little potatoes.
Yes,
Let's point that out.
yeah.
Little
potatoes.
like meatball-sized potatoes that you put into a pot, and then it comes with a packet of salt. Yes, halved. It comes with a packet of salt.
I don't hate this.
For context into what Nico's talking about, he mixed Mike's Harder Cranberry with cucumber lime fucking Gatorade to create something on Reddit that was called the flavor.
Because it doesn't have a flavor.
It does, and it's horrid.
It's not.
It
It's called
tastes
asshole. It's because you're drunk.
I'm not drunk.
Really.
Yeah, really.
Let's do a roadside sobriety test right now.
I'll fail that. but
See my point. Legally,
Legally, I'm drunk.
If we go by the standards given to us by society, you are in fact inebriated.
Good thing I'm home.
you're also an alcoholic. But then we're discussion for another
Yeah,
time.
that's for the therapy sessions that we're gonna have.
Just because I drink
That's for the
more in a
other
week than
podcast.
you two do collectively in a year.
That's fair.
I'm waiting for you to make a point that's positive.
That's not that. Nope.
'Cause-
You're not gonna get one.
'cause I was
He goes
gonna
like,
say, you are sliding down the edge of a cliff.
I'm sorry I murdered those children.
Yeah.
but
No,
I'm sorry I've killed more people than you have in your whole lifetime.
Nope. I will.
I'm better than you because I murdered. Relax,
I'm
Dahmer.
sorry I've kicked more dogs than you.
Okay, can we do some yoga now?
What?
I didn't even know you did yoga.
I'm better than you because I murder, relax, Dahmer. More dogs than you. Okay, can we do some yoga? Turns out yoga prevents murder.
It's the relaxed Dahmer for me.
Oh, how the fuck did we get here?
It's funny because relaxed Dahmer is a direct quote from you. Like, that's what you would say. I hate it.
I'm pretty sure this whole podcast was your idea.
No, I casually mentioned it, and then you took off with it.
That's fair.
Oh,
But
God.
Also, to be fair, I saw you 4 days a week for the longest time.
That's correct.
For the longest time in my life.
Yes.
This went off the rails quick.
Yeah, really
We're still
did.
doing okay. I haven't seen a legitimate argument for why Shohei Otani isn't the greatest player.
Of
Right
our
now,
generation,
absolutely.
yes. We're not disagreeing with that.
Just period.
I need longevity if we're going to talk greatest.
He's
of all
on
time.
you, what, 6 or 7?
He's at the end of his contract. Yes.
He's a free agent at the end of this year.
So but he's been prevalent the last 3 years.
No, he's been probably the whole time. He just plays for the fucking Angels.
Right.
That might be it.
And
Tell
this
me
is
how the 2 best players in the league right now. They're both on the same team, and they still can't.
That's
win a
why there's
fucking
those memes. Shohei Otani hits 2 home runs and strikes out 23 people. Mike Trout hits 4 home runs. Angels lose the game 7-3.
That math doesn't matter.
I know, because it was 5 home runs total. So 7-5.
It was 6 home runs total.
6-5. 7-6. The Angels lost.
Your math skills
The Angels
are
lost with a
impeccable,
great
bud.
performance, is what I'm trying to get at, people.
Oh boy.
I can't do any quick math because I still have that flavor sitting in the back of my tongue.
Drink some more.
No,
It's not bad.
you know it is.
It's not.
It is, because here's the thing about taste: is that it's subjective. Mr. I eat chicken nuggets. So,
Don't compare me to my brother.
well, you basically are.
Hold
No,
up.
Absolutely not.
Italian doesn't drink wine.
I'm getting there.
I'm Irish.
I'm getting
I drink wine.
Right.
I'm getting there.
It doesn't matter.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, I've been getting at losing weight for a while too. And here we are.
You've been getting at me never.
Hey, I'm down 50 pounds.
I'm proud of you.
I think I found it.
Good job.
Definitely
Right here.
have.
I cheated.
He's on a pill.
I'm on a shot.
Ooh, what is it?
Wegovy.
You got one?
Bulgogi.
Wegovy? It's diabetes medicine that like makes your stomach feel full, so you don't eat as much. So the thing is, it's a perfect transition because I got on that pill, and then I went to go work at the brewery. So I went on the shot, and then also upped my steps from 5,000 to almost 20,000 steps a day. So I just went. I'm taking in 600 calories because I eat like a bagel, and then I fucking sweat my ass off.
He eats a bagel with more cream cheese than most people ever would eat.
Completely unrelated to this. Did you know Walmart has Hawaiian sweet bagels, like King's Hawaiian roll bagels?
If the bagels aren't made, can you
Turn
take
your
that watch
fucking
off?
watch off.
She's going that way.
Can
Turn
I
it
just
off.
tell you that? And this might get us canceled, but if it's not made by a Jewish bakery, I don't care.
That's fair.
It's not anti-Semitic. We're good. It's anti-Semitic.
You've seen the guy I know me and you have seen the guy on TikTok where the dude cracks the bagel open. He's like, "Let me tell you
How you
something."
doing?
He's like, I would let you spit in my mouth with that bagel."
How you doing?
That's how I feel. Like whenever I go to New York City, I gotta stop by a bagel shop. I try to do it.
I've been
Crown
I've
Heights.
been there half a dozen times, and I've never been to a bagel shop.
So you just get the pie?
No.
You don't even get pizza, dude?
He goes there and gets chicken nuggets
it's
from McDonald's.
Yeah.
No, it's the last few times that I've been down have only been day trips. Like I'll go down for a specific reason and then turn around. And come
Okay,
home.
well then plan it out further ahead so you can stay at home. Or 2. Or 4.
Or
See,
get
I
shot
cheat.
and only
I
get shot.
admittedly, I cheat. My sister lives in the Metro North, and my other sister lives in Queens, so it's not difficult for me to plan trips.
It's not.
However, it is also not difficult to find a shit hotel because you're going to get so drunk you're just going to pass out anyways. Isn't that a nice hotel?
Last time I stayed in a hotel in New York City was the Pennsylvania Hotel.
The Pennsylvania hotel?
The Pennsylvania Hotel across the street from
From
MSG.
MSG? That's expensive.
It was the cheapest I could find. 100 and change.
Did you book it that day? You booked it ahead of time?
A couple weeks prior, yeah.
Doesn't know that New Jersey exists.
I
Well,
do
we
know
like
that
to
New
forget.
Jersey exists, but I also
The New Jersey rail closes at like 9.
I also went down knowing that I would get hammered at the function that I was at.
Was the
Holy
function
shit,
in
you
A?
heard a silencer.
I sound.
We're 75 minutes into this podcast, and you silence it now?
That's the first time it's gone off.
Okay,
Your fucking
I hate to
watch
break it
is
to you, but
off.
you go to church, and you
No.
silence it halfway through?
I gotta go to church first, Travis.
This is gonna be a 2.5 hour thing.
No, we're almost done. We're on like the second to last topic.
Okay.
This one hasn't maintained itself.
I thought that this whole thing hasn't maintained
It's
itself.
been actually
I've warned a few people that this would turn into chaos.
now. So I'm gonna reverse this back a little bit. I'll
Okay.
take us on a trip back in time to what you said, which was that he was like, Shohei's been in the league for 6-7 years now, and I'm like, yeah, he's the end of his contract. And you go, what? Well, it's because he plays for the Angels.
Yeah.
That was my second point, which is that Shohei gets no national respect because of the team he's on. If he was in the Dodgers, we'd hear about him every fucking day.
If he was on the Yankees, we would hear about him 17 times a day.
We're Yankees fans, of course.
So where's
No.
he going next?
The mutual respect
He
between
ain't staying
Japan.
in LA.
I think so.
Your turn.
0% chance. Oh, sorry. Were you speaking?
Yeah.
Continue.
I said, what I was trying to say is the mutual respect between Japanese baseball and the New York Yankees is exponential, so we would hear about it across all of major media.
There goes the dog.
Am I wrong?
No,
Isn't that exactly what you just said?
basically.
Yeah.
But
And I agree. I agree with that to an extent. I mean, LA for being such a big place, nobody wants to watch baseball.
Only for the
nobody
Angels.
wants to watch the Angels.
Yeah,
The Dodgers
that's
are
different. But
Only in the last 5, 6, 7 years.
Nah. Dodgers have always loved LA. And also, they might have the best jerseys in baseball.
I like the Diamondbacks jerseys actually, for being honest.
Okay.
I like the throwback, Steven.
Okay, you're kicked off the podcast. Some classic jerseys. The Dodgers haven't changed their jerseys since they were in Brooklyn. Those
Yeah.
jerseys are fucking sick.
The hat's iconic.
Yes. The
It's right up there
Brooklyn.
with the,
I still like the.
I don't like the LA
throwback.
one.
even with the LA one, it's right up there with the Yankees hat.
Yeah, but I just like the Brooklyn one.
Fair.
I used to wear
if
Brooklyn.
we're talking iconic, it's got to be 180 with the Dodgers.
Yeah. Well, the Dodgers are the National League Yankees.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Money wise, fans wise, market wise. The Mets wish they were, but they're not.
They have the money now.
They've had the money for a while.
I said they're in LA.
No, I mean I'm talking about the Mets.
Oh yeah, well because they had the richest owner in sports.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody thought the Mets were going to be good this year when they went out and they signed Verlander, and I was like, all right, whatever, maybe.
Scherzer.
Scherzer. They
had
got Verlander, too.
last
Yeah,
year.
I know, but I'm just saying
And
they
then
had Verlander and Scherzer.
How pissed do you think Verlander is? He did not want to be on the Astros, and then he's like, I'm going to sign with the Mets, and they're like, we're going to trade you to the Astros, pal.
And then he has to go face Scherzer.
Yeah.
No,
Because Scherzer's in the Rangers.
now he is. Yeah.
When they signed Gary Sanchez, I immediately knew that
It was over?
they had given up.
Yeah. Sanchez and Boyd. I know
Don't-
you
don't-
are a big
Don't
purveyor of-
shit on the boy.
I will, absolutely, because his decline from 2020 to now is significant.
So, while we're talking about it, what do the Yankees need?
I want
An
to say
outfield, an infield, a decent catcher, some bullpen help, and 3 more rotational pieces.
so. What you're saying is
They have the best bullpen in baseball.
everybody,
Do they still?
Yes. Statistically speaking, yes.
they only need two rotation pieces. You got Cole, Rodon, and Nasty Nestor. And I swear to God, if you slander Nasty Nestor,
Yeah, don't talk
we
about
will
this.
have a
I
bar
won't
fight
talk
right
shit
here.
about Nestor,
Seven,
but I will
seven-
talk shit about Rodon because he's been non-existent since he got off the.
Can we just talk about how was it Sevi that gave up? What was it, 7 or 8 runs, 9 runs, and then 2 innings last week? And he was like, I feel like the worst pitcher ever. And I literally was like, hey, I was just thinking the same thing, my guy.
He's not the worst pitcher ever.
And then Domingo Germán's in rehab.
Mhm.
Yeah, his decline is significant.
Maybe he's trying like BCC
He pitched
Sabathia.
no.
Just like this.
You know who? What's his name? Jake.
Powers?
No, the guy from TikTok.
Danny freaking
Yeah.
birds.
Yeah, Jake Botch. Is that
Jake
it?
Botch, yeah.
So I agree with his take, and that's that when George Steinbrenner died, so did the Yankees.
Absolutely. Fair. What was that? Oh, wait.
No, because
No, it can't be. They won in
They won
09.
in 09.
That was for him, I thought.
Oh, it might have been. It was the inaugural season of the new stadium.
Oh, 09.
Yeah. But I'm saying I don't know if he was dead yet.
Somebody check.
Guys, we have smartphones.
Mine's over there.
Right.
When did George Steinbrenner die?
Oh my God, you literally can't just Google it. You can't just type it.
He died in 2010.
Okay.
George Martin Steinbrenner.
Close the year after. And they've been a poverty franchise ever since.
Basement blowing.
I don't think you can call it poverty.
No, they're the
They
richest
have lots of
franchise
money.
in sports.
They're just not good at spending it properly.
Are they?
Yes. Well, in North America, they don't compete with the Premier League, but
Nobody competes with the Premier League.
Did they just have
Speaking
something
of
like
soccer.
billions of dollars?
Speaking of soccer, did you see about the Saudi team that wanted to sign Kylian Mbappe
yeah.
for $1.1 billion
Did you see
for
what they-
one season?
Did you see what they offered Messi?
Huh?
When Messi came to the U.S. instead, 1.6 bill. Bill.
That's what I said. 1.1 billion.
Oh, I know. Mbappe is going to get 1.1. Messi's going to get 1.6. Messi came to the U.S. because we offered him ownership of Inter Miami when he was done.
Speaking of Saudis, did you see Bryson DeChambeau got a win today?
No, because
What?
I don't watch golf.
In live?
Besides like majors.
Watch it all, baby.
You watch it all?
No,
Keep
I'm
in
not
mind-
gonna lie.
Keep in mind that James has not cared about golf until
Literally 6 months
24
ago,
weeks ago.
I watch if Rory golfs.
You've watched more golf in the last 6 months than I've watched in my entire life.
I like it.
Feel bad.
Terrible. The thing is, I like watching them do it because it shows me how it's supposed to be done, and then when I go out and do it,
You can't watch a professional and then do it that way.
oh God, no, I can't do it anyway.
Right.
I could watch fucking Joe down the street do it. Still ain't gonna do it that way.
I golf with you.
Not recently.
Is it
I
worse?
do this thing now where I hit the ball straighter,
Wow.
straighter.
Straighter, but also straight that way.
Okay.
Not with my new driver. It's been good.
Anyways, Bryson DeChambeau won a live tour. Congratulations. He doesn't matter if he wins or loses, he gets paid to see. Okay, we're gonna close this out, and I have a little segment.
Have you walking like dad?
No, we're not gonna close it out. We're gonna talk Hall of Fame
Oh, Hall of Fame, yeah.
because we just completely lost fucking track of what we were doing.
Yep. we
So
sure did.
I'm gonna cut a solid 20 minutes out of this.
Gary Sheffield should be in the Hall of Fame.
You know my dad coached against Gary Sheffield?
What? Where?
The Florida Little League.
Really?
That's pretty cool.
Do you still do the?
Okay. So 2024 players eligible.
This tournament year?
So this
This is
week,
their first year of eligibility.
well, I have returning players and then newcomers.
Okay, so first year. Just go first year of eligibility.
Okay, first year of eligibility is Adrian Beltre,
Eventually.
Adrian Gonzalez,
Eventually.
Joe Mauer,
Yes.
Chase Utley,
Eventually.
David Wright.
No.
Period?
Period.
Borderline.
Not anytime soon.
Returning players who received 25% of the ballot this year: Carlos Beltran,
No.
Todd Helton,
Yes.
Andrew Jones,
Yes.
Manny Ramirez,
Mm.
A-Rod,
No.
Gary Sheffield,
Yes.
Billy Wagner.
Yes.
Here's the thing.
So I'm going to say, one thing I would like to say is that Manny Ramirez does not belong in the Hall of Fame. He was a spectacle, but he wasn't one of the greatest ball players of all time.
He's over 500 home runs.
In a time when the shit was juiced. Like the balls were stacked and the players were stacked.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The whole juice argument to me is kind of foolish.
Because everybody's on
What?
juice.
Juice?
Everybody's on the juice.
It's like
Roids juiced or baseball juiced?
Roids. Roids juice.
it's like doing roids. It's like I never understood what people snapped about the cyclist.
That's our son.
Everybody in cycling does that shit.
So
So
riding a bike.
What was he on? Just fucking HGH?
no, he wasn't even on. He was on the stuff that makes your blood receive more oxygen.
Here's my thing. So, if we're going to talk about, because a lot of the argument against the steroids guys
Like
being,
Android and stuff.
being in is integrity of the game. Does that mean Altuve is not going to get in?
Yes.
Yes.
I call bullshit. Altuve will get in first ballot.
Wrong.
I don't think so.
That is your worst sports take I've ever heard.
I don't think so because a lot of the writers are going to be people that were afflicted by that.
Yeah.
I think Altuve will get in when those writers are retired.
But I don't think
But
those
here's the
retires.
thing,
If those writers retired before
He's up.
But if you're letting Altuve in, then why aren't you letting...
he's up or before he's off.
I mean, if
You
we're going
only
to...
get, what, 10 years of eligibility?
I don't know. I mean, I honestly think if we're going to do any sort of, like, forgive and forget, Pete Rose has got to get it.
Pete Rose number one.
Yeah.
Pete Rose first, Barry Bonds second.
The thing that pisses me off, Barry Bonds should be in. And here's
He
why.
should be in. Yeah, I agree. I just don't like him.
I don't like him either. But you're telling me steroids is going to help you hit a ball? That still takes skill.
Well, it's not necessarily that's not the question.
It's not the
So
question.
the
It's
thing
fact
is
he's
that
gotten the most home
if
runs
you
in
look at the
MLB
home
history.
runs, if he doesn't do steroids, he probably doesn't have the most home runs in history because not a good chunk, but probably 10% of his home runs don't make it over the wall.
Okay, so even with those 10 runs,
he's sub 700.
Yeah.
Okay, but he still has over 5.
He's got over 680.
Yeah, he's in the 600 club.
He's still got over 600 home runs without...
You take 10% away, so what, 75?
Yeah.
We can round it up to 80.
Yeah.
I think he's
So
got
he's
762.
Yeah, he's sitting at 680.
Yeah, so you're still sitting at 680 home runs.
That puts
You
him,
still-
that still puts him top 10.
I'm not. How many guys were juiced and still batting 110 with 5 home runs a year?
Right.
That's my argument. That's what I don't understand.
I'm with that argument for that. I'm with that argument for Roger Clemens, Andy Pettit, all those guys. I mean, it was the steroid era. We called it the steroid era.
Yeah.
It's
If you
From what?
competed in the steroid era, then you... Now, Sammy Sosa, I get it because he found out he had a fucking rigged bat.
yeah.
So that's tough because that's like double cheating. But I'm for it because if you're
Is
only...
George Brett in the hall?
Have you seen Sammy Sosa recently?
Yeah.
He's white.
Yeah.
Is George
that.
Brett in the hall?
I don't know.
Or who's the guy that got caught with the cork bat?
Sammy Sosa.
Like it shattered and
That was
Yeah,
Sammy
yeah,
Sosa.
exactly, yeah. And I believe his excuse was
It was
it was
my-
a BP bat.
Yeah, it
he
was
wanted
a
to put on a
BP
show.
bat because he wanted to hit home runs for the crowd.
Yeah,
Which, I mean, I don't know.
wrong. He was using that bat purposefully.
Right, yeah, I
He
agree.
Knowingly,
They
used
know
that
their
bat.
bats.
Yeah.
He would know the weight of it right away. Because a BP bat, you're talking like a fungal bat, basically,
Yeah.
at that point. Okay, so why not Adrian Beltre?
I do think that he gets in.
Oh, okay. My bad. I thought you said no.
No, I said eventually. I don't think he's like first ballot, but I think
Well,
he gets in.
Oh, yeah,
last
because he's a
half of his
newcomer. Okay.
I think he's last half of his eligibility.
And so we said Joe Mauer's the first ballot.
100%.
Chase Utley,
No. Maybe.
even given his championships,
What, 2?
I think he won 3 with Philly.
I thought it was just the 2.
Maybe it was just the 2.
Because they went to 3 straight.
Yeah.
1-2 lost to the Yankees.
Right. Why not David Wright?
I didn't say no.
I said no.
For
You said no overall, right?
For what
For
he means,
Wright, yes.
what he means to New York baseball.
Who gives a shit what he means to New York Baseball? It's not the New York Baseball Hall of Fame. It's the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame.
I understand that, but he's the Derek Jeter of the New York Mets. He was the face of the Mets for the longest time.
Okay.
I don't know. When I think of the Mets, I think of Mike Piazza.
Yeah.
We've been over there.
Chucking
And
that bat back at
that
Roger
was
Clemens.
that was the first thing I said was David Wright.
David Wright was after Piazza, but I
Yes.
think
Correct.
He was after Piazza.
I think of Piazza. Piazza was like the competitive Mets. That was when the Subway Series happened.
I've always thought when
He's
when
9/11
somebody
Mets.
says
The
the
entire
Mets-
time that the Mets had David Wright, he was irrelevant. Like the team was irrelevant.
I don't know. I just think
I mean, it's not
Every
a
time I
popularity
hear-
contest, and that's what
I
pisses
get
me off. Is a lot of these Hall of Fames and all that stuff. It's all popularity, and it's like you got guys that deserve it that aren't getting the same love that Derek Jeter got when he got inducted.
what do you mean?
But Derek Jeter's probably the most overrated player in MLB history.
I agree.
He was an
Overrated defensively.
He was an above-average defensive person. I mean, even his offense. I mean, given the time that he played, granted, he had a 300 career average, but like
300 career average, like
Yeah, but how many of those
Third
were
all-time
just
in
blue
him.
singles to right field?
second or third all time in overall hits.
yeah. I mean, I'm just saying.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I love
He's definitely a Hall of Famer, but I don't think that he was like the unanimous like don't ever vote against
He
him.
wasn't unanimous.
He had
Mo
one
was.
vote against him.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. I understand that there's 5 or 6 players that probably deserve to be unanimous that didn't. Mo deserved to be unanimous.
Yes.
There was no question.
And
in my mind.
the thing about Derek Jeter is he wasn't even the best shortstop on his team.
No, Alex Rodriguez was.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I admire what he brought to the team.
Well, whenever you think of Derek Jeter, you think of that dive into the fucking stands.
Yeah,
Where he
No, I think of the jump throw.
that too.
the jump throw,
Against
the flip play.
a future teammate.
Yeah,
The
Jason
jump
Giambi.
throw or the flip play.
the flip play.
The flip play.
Again against Jason Giambi.
Yeah.
No, that was
The
it.
jump
Jason
throw
or
was like-
Jeremy?
No, it was Jason. No, it was
It's
Jason.
Jason, yeah.
Because Jason was with the Athletics at the time.
Okay.
But yeah, I always think of him flying into the crowd and getting his face being all bloody and shit. Because I think it was against the Red Sox.
That was against the Red Sox, yeah.
Giambi was a Red Sox.
No. The flip was against the Athletics.
Yeah.
But the dive into the stands
Oh,
was the Red
Against
Sox.
the Red Sox.
yeah.
That was in the same playoff series that Booney hit the
Yeah, that was that
Game
series.
winner, right?
That
Yeah.
fucking insane series.
Tim Wakefield knuckleball.
Boone
Booney
wasn't
tucks
even
it
the best
right
player in his
next to the
family.
ball.
Like, you know, my grandfather has a picture with Tim Wakefield.
What?
When he played.
For
For
the
Watertown?
Indians, yeah.
Anyways,
That's the name of a baseball team. Nothing racial.
yeah, they used to be the Watertown Indians because they used to be associated with the Cleveland Indians at the time. I'm sure nowadays they'd be the Watertown Guardians.
Or the Watertown Commanders.
Yeah.
I gotta get a picture with Tommy John.
Yeah, the guy
Tommy
who's
and
famous.
John?
The guy who's famous for having surgery. Cool.
I
He
mean,
has
he
a
does
surgery
have a
named
surgery
after him.
named after him. I mean, you can't. That's like, oh, Lou Gehrig, the guy who got that disease. Like,
Right.
put some respect on that name. And Lou Gehrig was 10 times the player Tommy John was. But
They got Sheffield. His Hall of Fame pictures with the Mariners.
That
Not
makes
Mariners, the Marlins.
sense.
Sorry.
That makes sense.
You think so?
That's where he
Isn't that
got his name.
Yeah. That's where he started.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's his choice where what jersey he wants in the Hall of Fame.
Right. Speaking of getting your jersey retired in the Hall of Fame, wasn't it was it Scott Rowland? So like I think he was prevalent for the Angels and the Cardinals, but he only played like 2 seasons in one of those 2 teams and has his jersey retired by them and is in the Hall of Fame for them.
No. That's funny though.
I want to say it was Scott Rowland.
Gary Sheffield, man.
Yes.
Love Gary Sheffield.
The
I'm not
only-
gonna lie to you. He could have 2 home runs to his name. That man,
Just because he could pull a 105
Terrified.
mile off fastball.
before it was cool,
Right.
he terrified third base coaches.
Yes.
He terrified everybody on the third base line. Those Nets should be named Sheffield Nets
Right.
because they should have been there when he played.
I remember the first time when he got signed with the Yankees, I was watching the third base coach, and he's like 25 yards up the line, like 15 feet behind Gary Sheffield. I'm like, what are we doing? And then he just absolutely just turned. I was like, oh.
Nothing?
That's why, yeah.
I watched them play the Yankees in Toronto, or watched them play the Blue Jays in Toronto. And I remember watching Gary Sheffield hit a foul ball, and literally, I was back, and I'm looking at it and going, "Oh shit!" Like I was jumping. I was like, "Damn!"
Yeah.
And of course, the ball hits the stand, so you hear the bat, and then literally seconds later, you hear, "Wow!" It's like that is terrifying.
You said no to Carlos Beltran?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
You?
Not first ballot.
Well,
I say
he's
no simply.
Who they
he's
got?
already returning.
Who
Simply
they got?
Just A-Rod.
A-Rod ain't making it, and I don't even care. A-Rod should never be in the Hall of Fame.
or why?
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 Do not like A-Rod.
Like he dated Jennifer Lopez? I don't understand.
No, he just. I think
He was a quintessential piece to the 2009 World Series.
Absolutely.
Without A-Rod, they don't win that.
Him and Raul Ibanez.
Right, but I'm saying
Well, Raul Ibanez was literally nobody all season, then had three
the
good
greatest
series.
postseason. Like,
Yeah,
In history.
I just don't think he deserves it.
what?
For what?
Because
You're going against your own belief here. Where you already said that the steroid era is the steroid era. So if your issue is with him
but he's post-steroid era.
he's not.
But he wasn't, though. He got suspended an entire season for steroids.
No, yeah. He went out, or he got suspended because of steroids, but he
He never
this was-
popped top twice.
yeah, he did. He popped top multiple times.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
I believe he popped top twice.
I'm gonna put in the Jeopardy music here.
No.
I don't need that. I can use the actual music.
I know you can.
How can you use that? Then?
It's public domain.
Got it.
Idiot. He did get suspended for half a season.
Yep.
And then a full season a year and a half later.
Mm-hmm.
For taking PEDs twice.
Prove it.
Okay, even if that's the case, so then you don't want then Roger Clemens and Andy Pettit don't get it either.
Andy Pettit.
Here we go.
Or no, was it?
Do you want me to get you the shovel so you can move the fence post yourself, or like how do you want to do this?
Which one used HGH? That'd be Pettit. That's not anabolic steroids. He used HGH to get through an injury. A-Rod wasn't hurt. He was using steroids so he could hit home runs. This was
McGuire and Bonds.
this was after
Silver,
McGuire.
McGuire, Bonds, Ramirez, Ortiz.
Ortiz never popped out. Ramirez did. Ortiz did.
I just don't like A-Rod. That could be. I'm not the
That's
bias.
100% it.
That could be the bias with it, but I just don't like A-Rod. I don't think he deserves it. I think he's a douche.
For what reason?
He gave the most bullshitted apology I've ever seen in my life.
David Ortiz's Hall of Fame case, Red Sox hero Big Papi has steroid stain. He absolutely did pop positive.
Correct.
And he was in the big breakdown from that motherfucker from
Oh, the biogenesis lab or whatever.
yeah. So you have everybody, pretty much anybody that is getting into the Hall of Fame that we grew up with did steroids.
At one point or another,
Yeah.
I don't think Beltran gets in simply for the Astros issue.
Oh, he was in that team, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Or he was he a coach?
Nope, I think he was on that team.
Did he play?
The 2017, yeah, because you gain eligibility.
Anyway, this is his second
Which Beltran?
Carlos.
Because Adrian's up there too, right?
No, Adrian Beltran.
No, Adrian
Beltre. I don't think anybody involved with that Astro scandal should be allowed in the Hall of Fame. Honestly, I mean that was a slap.
Didn't
They
you
gave them a
just make
slap on
case
the
for
wrist.
Altuve?
No, I
No, he
simply
was
said,
saying that.
are we saying they won't get
Yeah,
in?
because if we're setting up the standard where like cheating is an issue with Pete Rose or whatever, no, I don't know.
He was betting on games.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete Rose deserves to be in.
Yeah, he was betting on his own team to win.
Yeah, listen.
That's fine.
I don't know why we're taking gambling. Like, I get not wanting pro athletes to gamble, but if they're betting on their team, what harm are they actually doing?
I think they're going to try harder.
If anything, the owners are getting their money's worth. Like,
For sure.
Because the same thing happened to that football player, right? He bet on his own
Ridley, yeah.
team.
Calvin Ridley, yeah.
Yeah. That's stupid. I think if it's found that you're betting on your own team, it should be wash.
or if you're betting on yourself.
Right.
I mean,
Why not go make a couple extra $100,000 off yourself?
exactly. If I was a college athlete, I'd be betting on
Especially with
myself
these
all the
guys
time.
that didn't get the NIL deals that they're implementing now.
I could see it with like being an issue with like receiving, or something like that, where it's like, oh, you see your plus minus, 6.5 receptions, and you're like, dude, just give me the ball this one. I don't care if it's a screen pass. I don't care. Just give me this one catch, and then you get that 7th one because you can manipulate it that way.
Yeah.
But like, if you're just betting for a win, like one player's not going to make or break a win.
No.
Not at all.
And there's no way you're going to collaborate with 22 other guys to throw a game. This isn't the
No.
Black Sox.
Unless you have 22 other guys making that same exact
Exactly.
bet,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, Hall of Fame.
Sheffield should be on first ballot.
Disagree with anything you're saying.
Unanimous.
Well, Sheffield's already on a second ballot, so sorry.
Unanimous. Second ballot.
Yeah. I think I agree. I think the only first ballot Hall of Famer in this class would be Joe Mauer.
Absolutely.
Because Joe Mauer was like the face of baseball for the fucking longest time.
As a catcher, nonetheless.
Right.
You never see that.
No, not at all.
No. The last true, like, was Piazza, really.
Piazza, and then before that, you got
Dylan Munson.
Johnny Bench.
Yeah.
Greatest baseball player of all time, Yogi Berra.
Yeah, but
Peter
no,
Lawrence
he's not
Berra.
the greatest baseball player of all time. He's not even the greatest baseball player on his own team.
He is a national.
I understand. I'm not
Hero.
debating his relevance on
Just
the
because he's your
in this-
favorite baseball player.
right. I mean, I'm not debating his relevance in the zeitgeist of baseball. I understand his proliferation.
Use dumb words. He doesn't understand
The
those.
zeitgeist
No,
means
I
like
fully understand what he's saying.
okay.
Carry
I
on.
was like the zeitgeist is like the pop culture reference. Yeah. I understand that, but if you're putting apples to apples and you're eliminating social influence, like Yogi Berra is not even in the top 10.
No.
National hero. That's all you need to
Okay,
So is Ted Williams.
right. And Ted Williams
know. How
arguably
many
had a
rings
better
Ted
career.
Williams got?
That's irrelevant. That's a team statistic.
That's
You're
what
telling,
I'm-
so you're telling me that Bill Russell is better than LeBron James?
You were trying to make the case that Macario was
If
trying to
LeBron
make.
James played in Bill Russell's time, he wouldn't be shit. But carry on.
You were trying to make the same case right now that Macario has tried to make with me for years. That Marc-Andre Fleury is a better goalie than Henrik Lundqvist.
He's not. Never will be.
Correct. But Macario's argument is
Cups.
championships.
But those cups come on the backs of Sidney Crosby, Vinnie Malkin, and Chris Letang, not on the back of Marc-Andre Fleury.
Marc-Andre
Now, if the
Fleury-
Rangers had won a cup, it would have come on the back of Henrik Lundqvist.
Yeah,
When they came on the defense, I'm here to
Right,
tell you that.
yeah.
Fucking
As much as
Malkin,
Mark Breeder,
Stahl.
Mark Stahl, and McDonough.
Right.
That's all we had.
Asked Mark Stahl how the game went afterwards. He's like,
He almost won a cup.
Yeah.
With the Panthers.
that would not have been on him. I'm here to tell you.
Well, no, I'm just saying. That would have been on accident, honestly. That would have been all Brady, or what is it, Matty Kachuk or Brady Kachuk? That's it.
in Florida.
Matty, right?
Yeah, Brady's in Ottawa.
Ottawa.
I'm still pissed to have a Mark Stahl jersey sitting in my
I'm
fucking
still
closet.
pissed that the Rangers didn't sign Kachuk. I'd sell
I'm
my
pissed
soul
that the
for
Rangers
Kachuk.
didn't re-sign Tarasenko.
I'm pissed
They
the
don't
Rangers
have-
got rid of
I know
Matt
they don't.
Zuccarello.
Wow,
That
this
was
is-
fucking.
You know what? We're not
years
talking
ago.
hockey. Hockey is for September. We're not talking hockey.
I think that
It'll be
that's-
another hour of this fucking podcast, and I don't have time for that.
That's going to be our entire focus all winter. Fuck football.
No. Yeah, we're going to talk football.
For the
We've-
500th
now,
time
For
today.
real, though,
No.
for those who are listening to this the first time, because it's our first episode, we will probably not talk basketball. Basketball
Absolutely not.
We don't. None of us give a shit about basketball. I'm a casual Knicks fan. Maybe
I'm
college
a casual
basketball.
Mets fan.
Ooh.
Casual Celtics fan.
Speaking of that, sorry. Little quick segment. The fucking collapse of the Pac-12.
They're all going to Big 12 or Big 10.
Well, so it ends up being Washington, Oregon, USC, UCLA, Big 10, Arizona State, Arizona, Utah, BYU, Big 12.
Yeah.
And then they have 4 teams left.
Bring whoever you want to the Big Ten because it don't fucking matter. And I'm here to tell you, you and I are going to have a fun show here
Yeah.
come November.
I was like, Nate texted me. He goes, I guess for college football rivals now. I was like, no, we're not. I
Who's he
go,
like?
Oregon.
Oh.
I go, Oregon's about to see what it's like to play big boy football because it ain't that Pac-12 shit.
Yeah.
That's like when Oregon was ranked number 1?
And then
Going
they
into the college playoffs and then fucking Ohio
no,
State
they,
was just like,
they were ranked number 1 going into the season, and they got absolutely dusted 43-3 in the very first game of the year. against the Big 12
I'm talking back when the first college football playoff, where it was,
I don't think-
it was Oregon.
With like Mariota,
Yeah,
Garrett
it's-
Blount, and
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I still don't think they were a 1. I think it was a 2-3.
No, they had to be number 1 because Ohio State was the number 4 seed. Everybody said they didn't deserve it. They came in, they fucking dusted
Alabama
Oregon.
wasn't the number. I thought Alabama was like number 1 overall until Georgia was.
I'm 99% sure.
Either way,
Or maybe it was they took out Alabama in the first game and
so
then
we're
dusted Oregon.
going down a route. Yeah, I think that might have been the championship.
Yeah.
Oregon and
The Ohio State.
Ohio
and Ohio
State.
State was fucking
Um,
dog shit.
But we're going to a route of like 3 conferences. It's going to be the Big Ten, the Big 12, and the SEC.
Yeah.
Because Florida State's already been like, I don't fucking care about the ACC. I want out. They want to go to the SEC. If they leave, Clemson's going to the SEC. What does Syracuse join the Big Ten?
Weren't
I
they
hope
in
for
the
their
Big Ten?
sake.
No, they're in the Big East.
I hope for
Big
their
East.
sake they do not join the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Because
Could be-
honestly, like,
Syracuse-
honestly, it could be good for
Syracuse
football
football.
recruiting, though.
Syracuse football is
Yeah.
kind of in shambles right now.
I think it's the better
Right
place
now?
than it's been.
I
In
was
the
gonna say,
exact place
look-
it's been, yeah, but
if you take away,
if you
they
go
were
back to
undefeated
like
for
the
a while there,
90s
weren't they?
teams with
With McNabb,
McNabb,
and Marvin Harrison.
and Marvin Harrison and Dwight Freeney.
Yeah, those guys.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
But like, but I think it could be a good thing for Syracuse joining a conference like that because ACC isn't a football conference.
No, it's
So if they
basketball.
want their football, because the good thing about Big Ten, the reason why I think they would join the Big Ten
Can you
over like,
have different conferences like, across different sports?
No.
you know, only if you're independent in football, like Notre Dame. Notre Dame's independent football, but they're in the ACC for everything else. But I could like. Syracuse has the benefit of joining if they join the Big Ten, of the Big Ten also being a really good basketball conference, which is what Syracuse is known for. So I think out of the two between the SEC, because they're obviously not good in the Big 12.
No.
But I think out of the two between because the SEC or the Big Ten, they're going to go Big Ten.
So-
this
The Big Ten's got Rutgers.
this whole
So Power 5 conferences are gone now.
Yeah, it's
You're
gonna be,
down to Power 3.
it'll be 3. It'll be 3 18-team conferences.
10, 12 in SEC.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty much going to fall on YouTube for that. I'm not big on college football.
Go blue.
No, this will
Big
be.
Blue, I can get.
Yeah. No Big Blue.
You just like it because the blue team. And you remember teams by
The
colors.
Giants, Big Blue.
Well, they say go Big Blue too.
Oh, do they?
Michigan does, yeah.
Honestly, it doesn't matter what conference any of these teams join. At the end of the day, in the Big Ten, it will always be Ohio State, Michigan.
Unless they put them in the same division.
No, can't do that.
They're going to. Because they're going to do it. They're going to do an East and a West.
Big Ten East, Big Ten West.
Foolish.
Why is there a Big Ten in the Big 12?
Because there used to be 10 teams and 12 teams.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
And the Big 12 historically was like the Midwest South, and the Big 10 was the Midwest North.
Ah.
The cold schools. You know, if you look at the historical like teams, it's Illinois, Indiana, Purdue, Wisconsin, Michigan State, Ohio State, Penn State, oddly enough, but it's that Rust Belt area. Those are those schools.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Big 12 is like Oklahoma State, Texas. Those
Tornado Valley schools.
originally it was Missouri, but then
Nebraska.
Missouri went to the SEC.
Nebraska.
Texas is about to get a wake-up call in the SEC. That was a mistake. They were the big dog on campus in the Big 12.
Yep.
Now they're nobody.
Yeah.
Although, speaking of that, though, if Florida State wanted to join the SEC, did you see that the University of Florida is like basically over my dead body?
Yeah.
Like that? Like, no.
I don't know. I think,
No.
honestly, I
Did you
think
Mike hear that?
you should let all the schools just let them pick who they want to play.
Right.
Like, honestly, because, like, Bama, who do they play? Other than you got
Right.
Tennessee and Georgia.
I was saying that they could even do like they could do like a 32 team FCS
Mhm.
and even do promotion and relegation. So like if a Boise State or a San Diego State or somebody who's like going to hang out around that bottom tier,
Wyoming.
or Wyoming, like if they have a killer year and dominate, then they can move up next year into the FCS.
I think, though, honestly, I'm for a 16-team playoff in college football.
Well, they're going to
12, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want more, and I don't.
They could follow the NFL model. They
I
start in
don't-
December.
I don't want to see a bottom feeder Big Ten school in there. Give me a D1 school that no one's ever heard of like out of the fucking.
Grambling State.
If they have an undefeated
Middle
year,
Tennessee State.
if they have an undefeated year,
College basketball.
let them give it a shot. You know, because at the end of the day, any given Saturday for college, and I would love
College is any day of the
UCSB.
fucking week.
what's that?
That's college is any day of the fucking
It's
week.
fair. I would like to see some unknown school come in and just wash Alabama one time.
Well, that's what I was talking to a buddy about that, and I said that the greatest, outside of the college football playoff and like having meaning behind more than one big game now, the best year in college football I could ever remember was the year that they let Boise State and I can't think whatever the other small school was into the big bowl games, and they both won. And Boise State had that hook and ladder play against Oklahoma. And Oklahoma's like, what the fuck is this? And they're like playing crazy shit right now.
I want to see those schools get a shot because that's the best part about March Madness is
Yeah.
watching some Cinderella team that nobody knows of.
Yeah,
come in and,
watching Loyola of Chicago.
yeah, destroy my bracket day one and cause me to have existential crisis. I think honestly that'd be best for college football.
Yeah.
And not to mention, you see a lot of these guys that go undrafted, that are drafted low, that could be number one overalls.
I think he went to the bathroom.
I don't know. I think that honestly, I think bigger college football playoffs is better.
Yes, I mean at this point they just need to embrace the fact that the FCS is the developmental league for the NFL.
And if you're doing the NIL stuff, get those unknown players a chance. You know, that makes some money too. Thanks for ruining the podcast, Nick. You fucking loser.
All right, well, I think we're gonna call it there. I'm gonna go around the room, and we're gonna do for each of us. We're gonna do our top 3 takeaways, and then our hot take of the day, or hot take of the week. We'll call it. So we'll start with James then, since we've gotten progressively more inebriated as this show's gone.
My top 3 takeaways are the unreal belief that Travis has that the Jets are going to win their division. Number 2, we'll
I can't
say
believe you think the Dolphins are going to win that division.
Nico has a drinking problem, and I knew that before, but I'm taking it away today.
I don't have a problem.
Don't interrupt his takeaways.
Yeah, come on.
I'll interrupt whatever the fuck. I
And number
please.
3, I'd like to take away the fact that Nico thinks Danny Dimes is anything more than mid. And my hot take of the week will be, let's see, something spicy. Baker Mayfield loses his starting job with the Buccaneers. Season's over.
I've got nothing to. I remember nothing about what we've talked about for the last hour and a half.
It's not true that you have nothing because you
Let's
have a
give us-
BAC that's pretty damn high right now.
Give us a hot take then.
Ooh, hot take. Okay.
Talk for 2 hours, guys. You fucking work out.
To be fair, I started drinking way before you guys got here.
We get it. You have a drinking problem.
It's my day off. Leave me alone.
It's my day too. Not hammered.
Let's see. I'm still sold on the fact that Daniel Jones proves a lot of people wrong this year. I think he finishes top 10 in the league across the board.
Wrong.
Across the board. Completion percentage, interception percentage, touchdowns, rushing yards, the whole 9.
Wasted money.
No, I agree. I 100% agree we should not have paid him $40 million a year.
Should have paid him $20 million a year.
I think he shuts a lot of people up.
My number 1 takeaway is that James thinks he has to fight war to be considered a good baseball player.
National icon.
All right, so we can chalk that up to Ted Williams too.
Yeah, that's a huge one. You can basically break that down to anybody who was a World War II era player.
He beat the Nazis and the Red Sox.
Number
That's
2
why I said Williams.
Number 2 is that
Ted Williams was a
we
Red Sox fucking moron.
we unfortunately are living through the fall of Rome with the New York Yankees.
And it's really sad to see.
It
honestly.
is, yeah.
Like the
They
word
called
you
us-
look for,
they called
clinically
us-
depressing.
They called us the evil empire for decades.
Yeah.
Billy would like to get
And
this
number
on
3 is that I don't think we're going to do this podcast outside again.
I agree.
tape. No, we got to get indoors.
And then my hot take is that the Los Angeles Dodgers are going to win the World Series.
That's not a hot
That's
take
not a hot take.
I know.
at all.
It's not a hot take,
That's about as hot as ice.
no. What I was actually going to say is that oh, I lost track. I actually don't know what I was going to say. That wasn't me. I was trying to come up with one really quickly.
I was waiting for you to say Joe Burrow ain't coming back. And I was
No,
gonna
Joe Burrow's coming back.
come
Joe
across
Burrow's
this guy.
Joe Burrow's coming back, but no, honestly, I'll say that Jordan Love gets pulled by
For
week 7.
who though?
Whoever their backup is, I don't care. He's just not starting.
No, that was a legit question. Who's their backup?
Yeah,
I don't know.
who's the backup
I don't
in
know
Green
who
Bay?
it is, but like I think that the expectations are too high for him, and that he's going to get benched.
Hold on, I got an answer for you.
Maybe they'll trade for somebody.
It's the
The Packers' current backup is Danny Etling.
Okay, so
Who?
Danny Atling.
Oh no, they released him.
Oh, okay,
then who is it?
it's me.
Alex Magoo,
Okay, so Mr. Magoo. So
Is that actually his name?
Mr. Magoo.
USFL MVP Alex Magoo.
So
Magoo.
yeah, absolutely, he's going to get benched for Mr. Magoo. That makes me even more.
Dear football guy.
That makes me even more ferocious in my take because I want that to happen.
That is, yeah.
The marketing alone in
I
that
know.
would be
So yeah, so that concludes episode 1 of Short, Fat, and Balding.
No, not balding.
no
Bald.
already there. Yeah, no, it's bald.
Okay, well, I mean, I see a little bit of hair on the side.
That's just
because he
because I'm
hasn't shaved
lazy.
in 2 days.
Okay, so that would still be balding because he's not completely bald if he doesn't shave his hair. Either way,
He
So-
still looks like the Big Show.
honestly, I might do that intro music for you.
Where's my TV show then?
Okay. Well, thank you. We're going to try and be more structured as time goes on. I don't make any guarantees.
And I will also make a conscious effort
To be more
not
sober?
drink so much.
Okay. So more sobriety, more
You
structure.
drink 2 of those? You fucking loser.
Can't wait to check in 6 months to see how we're doing. Yeah, episode 1.
One of us is going to be canceled by then. Just saying.
It's gonna
Good
be
for
you.
Okay. Thank you. Enjoy your weekend.